Hi, everybody. This is Brad Nessler. With me, as always, Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit. There's going to be some exciting NCAA action here. It just seems like this season's getting more and more intense with each week. And here come the Chiefs. The Panthers really have their work cut out for them today here, Kirk.
Kirk, I'm going to have to agree with you right here. I really believe that these guys are going to do it.
Both teams are on the field, and we're just about ready to open things up. He sends it off. Thompson fields it in the end zone. Flag down, and I'm not sure when it was thrown. Let's find out.
Clipping on the receiving team.
That one's going to put him way back.
You just can't block a player from behind like that, or it's going to cost you.
Guys, I don't know about you, but I've been looking forward to seeing this wide receiver in action all week long.
Me too, Brad. This kid is a very exciting football player. We've seen him do some amazing things before, and I think he'll have another great game today.
Well, he'll be matched up against the defense's best quarterback today. We'll see how well he can keep him under control.
A nice 6-yard gain by the tailback there. It's second down.
Ball on the 16-yard line.
Nicholson comes to the line with 3 wide. Nicholson drops back, looks, down the middle, has it to the senior. The wideout made a good-looking grab there.
You're right, and the quarterback threw it as soon as he saw he had that extra step.
First and 10. Nicholson lines up in the shotgun. Drops back to pass. Moves up in the pocket. From their own 17-yard line. Second and long. Single set backfield. Nicholson drops back. Looking. They'll sack him at the 9. Ford looks to have been shaken up a bit on that play. From their own 9-yard line. They're down and long coming up here. The Panthers line up in an I formation. Drops back to pass. Here they come. Nicholson is going to be sacked for a loss. The 5th-year senior at linebacker drops the quarterback to the ground for a sack.
You got to love a kid with this kind of mentality on defense. He's just so tough out there.
And I remember when they were recruiting him years ago, they almost stuck him at fullback.
Well, it was obviously a good decision to make him a linebacker.
4th and long. They come out in a punt formation. You can bet the punter's sweating to have to kick this one from his own end zone. He gets it off. Brown fields it at the 38. Now the offense will come out and see if they can't get an early lead on their first drive. And they'll look to capitalize on a good field position here. They're in the eye. Robinson sets up the play action. They connect. Incomplete. Brown was the intended receiver on that pass, so that'll make it second down. They line up at the 34. It's second down and 10 to go. For the extra point here. And he adds the extra point. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. Decent kick. Thompson has it at the 5. Shed that one. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession. They'll start this drive at the 23. Smith lines up in the deep back, I formation. Nicholson with a nice play fake. He unloads it as his fullback. Tackle at the 37. Not a bad pickup that time.
Yeah, let me tell you the reason why this play worked. The defense came with pressure, but they couldn't quite get to the quarterback, and he made them pay right there.
First down, 10 to go. They're really struggling now as this crowd is going absolutely insane. Nicholson off the fake. He airs it out. Has his man on the fly. To the 10. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The wide receiver flew down the field on that touchdown connection.
But he has the speed to stretch the defense, and his hands are getting better every single game.
Will be tied with the extra point. He splits the uprights with the extra point. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Pittsburgh ready to kick this one off. He sends it off. Hunt fields it at the 7. They did a great job on their last drive, moving the ball down the field for a touchdown. Let's see if they can duplicate that on this drive. They'll go to run at the 29-yard line. The defense sets up on the 9. He drops back. Rolls to the right. He passes it. And it's incomplete. Robinson probably just has a stinger here. We'll keep you updated on his status.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened, but it looks like he may have hurt his foot or ankle or something.
Second down and 10 to go. Dortch is the deep back as they line up in the I. Parker drops to throw. Steps up in the pocket. He lets it go. This one is incomplete.
You can credit that incompletion to the pass rush. Great job of not letting the quarterback get comfortable back there.
He didn't throw a good pass at all.
Oh, that Kirk. He was under pressure. Unbelievable pressure.
On the 29-yard
It's 3rd and 10. 3 wideouts here. Parker steps back to pass. Throws this one out to the right. And it falls incomplete. Well, the defense stood tall there.
Well, the defense did what they had to do to get 3 and out and now get the offense back on the field.
4th and 10.
It's 4th down, and the punt team lines up. Marshall is back deep to return. Bennett punts it away, and this is just a beauty. Great kick. Marshall takes it to 28. Well, the offense is back on the field again. In their last drive, they moved the ball very well, especially through the air on their way to that touchdown. They'll go to work at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10.
The Panthers go with the I formation. Play action. Slips it short. He snags it. That play was going nowhere.
Yeah, gave a lot of credit to the defense here, recognizing pass and swarming to the receiver.
Second and 9. Ball on the 38.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
Back to pass. Steps up. Nicholson delivers. And down he goes at the 47-yard line. How about that pass, fellas?
Well, Brad, the defense was coming with the blitz, and that opened some room for these guys to get open.
Yeah, and if you're coming with the blitz, you better get to this quarterback. Otherwise, he'll make you pay.
They line up at the 47. It's 1st down. The Panthers with 4 receivers on the delay. And he's covered at the 50-yard line.
He just went right through it.
Who was supposed to block that guy?
He's playing with reckless abandon out there. It's got to be hard to block a guy that hits like that.
So it's 2nd and 13.
Ball on the 50-yard line.
Nicholson drops back, moves up in the pocket. Nicholson passes. What a throw and catch, guys.
I'll tell you what, this young kid has a real gun for an arm. He sizes up to play well and then gets the ball out of there.
Third and 5.
Nicholson lines up with 4 wideouts. They'll throw again. Defense hasn't stopped them yet. And this falls incomplete. Great pressure on the quarterback force that incompletion.
They really pounded it on that throw.
They sure did, but somehow he got rid of the football.
Fourth and 5.
The Panthers line up the punt.
42-yard line.
Williams will be the return man. Hangs it up high. Calls for the fair catch. The offense gets ready to start a new drive. Going on their last possession, going 3 and out. From their own 14-yard line.
14-yard
1st down.
1st and 10.
Smith will make the sack. It's 2nd down and a long ways to go. Parker comes to the line with 3 wide. Parker steps back to pass. And they're flirting with disaster. They'll line up just in front of their own end zone. Let's see if the defense puts any pressure on them here. Parker drops back to pass. Lets it fly. Complete. Jefferson with the tackle at the 11-yard line.
Good pass and a good completion, but they'll still be short of the first down.
It's always tough to get a first down in those third and long situations.
Fourth and 13.
And they're ready to punt this one away.
The 11-yard line.
Marshall is back deep to return the punt. He gets it away. And he can't hang on to the ball. Kirky broke the Cardinal rule there. He ran without the football.
You know, as a return man, your first responsibility is to catch the ball and then worry about the return. He just lost his concentration there.
First down.
Ball on the 49-yard line.
Dortch lines up in the deep back, I formation. A little misdirection. He sheds it. Good open field tackle. And that was a nice run. Kirk, that was a great job by that big offensive line.
Yeah, it really was, Brad. And also, a nice read by the ball carrier to find that running lane.
When you break one like that, you got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line.
We've got a 1st and 10. Lets it fly. He snags it. Down in the open field. Nice little catch there, huh, Coach?
Yeah, that was a good call. I like that call. I like short passes. They're safe and can lead to some really good yardage.
It's second down. 6 yards to go. Ball on the 31-yard line. Dortch is the single setback. Tries to juke. They'll bring him down at the 24-yard line. And a nice run by the tailback.
Not a lot of razzle-dazzle here, but it gets the job done and picks up the first down.
1st and 10. The Panthers line up with 6 defensive backs. Parker on play action. He's drilled as he throws. Incomplete pass. And the receiver had the ball right in his sights, but he couldn't gather it in.
Unreal. Did I just see that? Did he just drop a touchdown or what?
It's second down and 10 to go.
Ball on the 24-yard line.
Dortch alone in the backfield. Parker with a nice play fake. His receiver has it. And he's tackled at the 13-yard line. With that pass, they pick up another first down.
And, Coach, you can feel the momentum building with each first down in this drive.
Yep, this offense is in pretty good rhythm right now.
And we take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. The offense got 6 the last time they were inside the 20. Let's see what they do here. And it's good for 6.
Usually in this area, defenders are all bunched up and it's hard to find an open receiver. This quarterback did an outstanding job of reading the coverage.
Now they'll try to tack on the extra point. And he hits the PAT. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. They line up to kick this one away. He sends it one deep. Marshall fields it in the end zone. He made a good cut upfield, got a few blocks, and they were able to come up with a decent return.
That looked like a break coverage. Instead of staying in their lanes, they all started sprinting to the football.
That's exactly what happened. You can't do that.
Pittsburgh, the offense will take over at the 43-yard line.
First and 10.
The Panthers go with the I formation. Tackle made at the 45-yard line, and they pick up 2 yards. They line up at the 45. It's second and 8. Nicholson drops back to pass. Feeling the pressure. That's incomplete. Overthrew his intended target.
We talked about this before, how pressure causes the quarterback to hurry his passes. Here he felt the blitz coming and got rid of the ball a little too quickly.
Third and
Their own 45-yard line. It's third down. The Panthers set up in the gun. Nicholson. The offense couldn't get those linemen blocked, and they'll lose yards.
Well, here the defensive lineman did a great job at sealing up the hole at the line of scrimmage.
Fourth and 9.
Pittsburgh ready to put this one away. Beck awaits the snap. Punts the ball away. Brown takes it at the 21. I'll tell you guys, the passing game was sure on target during their last drive.
And the quarterback had great protection by his offensive line. When he gets time, he can pick you apart.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 23-yard line. 3 wideouts here. Parker with the give. He's tackled at the 26. Dortch gets 3 yards on the board. They line up at the 26. Second down, 7 yards to go. Parker hands it off straight ahead. And he's taken down at the 28-yard line. Dortch goes away with 2 yards on the carry. That'll bring up third down. They line up at the 28. It's third down. Parker with 3 wide receivers. On play action. Throws this one out to the right. And it falls incomplete. The big tight end got it knocked out of his hand.
Oh, he's supposed to be able to make that play. A good-sized kid like him, he can't let them push him around like that.
Fourth and 5.
Looks like they're going to punt it away here. Marshall is back awaiting the punt. He punts it. Marshall fields it for 30.
Yo, the defense really stepped up to force that 3 and out on the last drive.
And the offense wasn't clicking on their last possession. We'll see if they have things figured out on this next drive.
They'll start at the 35-yard line.
At the 35-yard line. First and 10.
The defense is playing the pass on this one. Nicholson on play action. Looks. Open man. It's his wide receiver. Nice little pitch and catch with a wideout.
The quarterback and receiver spend a lot of time together. The coaches say they stay after practice just working on their timing, and right there it paid off.
First
From the 46-yard line.
On the
First down.
46-yard line.
The defense lines up with 6 DBs. Nicholson sets up the play action. He will roll left. They'll sack him at the 47. From their own 47-yard It's second down. The Panthers come out in the shotgun. Nicholson steps back to pass. The ball is tipped. Well, he tried to thread the needle with that pass.
Well, here the quarterback makes a poor decision throwing into coverage. Needs to look at his progression and find the second and third receiver.
They line up at the 47. Third down and what they didn't want to get in. Nicholson has 4 receivers lined up here. He looks. He's rolling left. He throws right. Someone got a hand on it. Hold on. We got a penalty on the play. Let's check it out.
Holding on the offense. The penalty is declined. Fourth down.
Fourth and long.
The Panthers are lining up to run away. Beck is waiting for the snap. Beck punted it. He didn't kick that ball well at all. Brown signals for a fair catch. The defense really shut these guys down the last time they had the ball.
The offense looked a bit out of sync on that last possession, Coach.
And it was the defense that threw him out of sync, Kirk. Those guys are fired up. Let's see if they can hold them again.
They'll set up shop at the 27-yard line.
First and 10.
Parker with 3 wide receivers. He throws it. Complete. And he is drilled at the 37. What a play.
Boy, solid job there by the quarterback, recognizing the defensive coverage and delivering the ball to the open receiver.
Second down and short. Ball on the 37.
37-yard line.
They're in the eye. Dortch on the toss. Makes a move. Franklin tackles him behind the line for a loss on the play. Good play there by the defense.
This is just a toss to the tailback, but the defense gets a good read on his play and was able to stop him for a loss.
Third and 1.
They line up at the
36-yard line.
Third down. Parker off the fake. He delivers. He gets another, and this is a big one.
That's just airing it out on third down.
That was more than enough to pick up the first down. Next time, this defense will be playing on their heels.
First and 10. Ball on the 35. Dortch lines up in the deep back. I formation. Play fake. He's looking. Throws to the middle. The senior makes the catch.
This is a simple case of finding the hole in the zone. The quarterback did a good job of recognizing the coverage and then found his man.
Yep, give the receiver some credit too. He got open, then made a nice catch for the first down.
Take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. Another trip to the red zone. Last time, it resulted in a touchdown.
25 on the carry.
The running back gets a yard, maybe less. They'll line up at the 11. Second down, 10 yards to go. Lines up as a single back. Parker ends it off. No, play fake. The ball is tipped. Great play by the safety to keep him out of the end zone.
He doesn't get a hand in there. That's going to be 6. Nice individual effort there by the safety.
The defense will try to stop this third down as they were unsuccessful the first time on this drive. Dortch lines up in the deep back. I formation. Looking, lets it go. Incomplete. He let that one go before the defense got to him, and it fell incomplete.
Sometimes if you can safely get rid of the ball, it's your best option.
This isn't much more than an extra point. This kick will be about a 28 or 29-yarder. Woods could make it a two-score game. He gets it up, and it sails through the uprights. There's a flag on the play. He looked like he had a handful of jersey on that one.
You know, you can get away with a little holding, but hey, you can't do that.
It's fourth down, and the field goal team is out to try this 38-yarder. Woods can make it a two-score game. It's up, and he got it. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. Bennett gets set to kick this one away.
Kicking off.
Kicks off. Thompson fields it in the end zone. And now we'll see the offense come out of the field for their next possession. It's first and 10. Ball on their own 19.
First and 10.
Nicholson comes to the line with 3 wide. And down he goes at the 28-yard line.
And the offensive line did a good job of picking up the blitz.
Yep, the defense over-pursued the play, and it helped them get some good yards.
Second and 1. Ball on the 28-yard line. The defense sets up in the nickel. Look out! Into coverage, and the defense has it. Joseph looks like he might have been injured on the play. The offense will start at the 35. Dortch will try the right side. Juke move. Tackles him at the 23-yard line. And he reeled off a big one there.
This offensive line is built to allow this tailback to make plays, as you just saw. He's able to get into the open and create some excitement right there.
It's first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 23-yard line.
Parker hands off to the left. He's taken down at the 15. Dortch gets 8 yards on the play, so that'll make it second down. And we take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. The defense looks confident as they held them to a field goal on their last red zone trip. Jefferson with a takedown at the 2. What a run.
Here they give it to the tailback and a little misdirection play, and you can see the athleticism and the ability to make guys miss. Nice play.
First down and goal to go. They're threatening inside the 20. They've got all the big boys in for this one. Fakes to the back. Across the middle. And it pays off. Touchdown. And he just hauled in his second touchdown catch of the day.
The defense needs to put somebody on this guy before he does some serious damage.
Getting pressure on the quarterback is also key. You can't let this guy play pitch and catch with his receivers all day.
They'll line up for the extra point here. And he hits the PAT. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff.
Kicking off.
And this one's away. Thompson fields it in the end zone.
Let's watch this defense and how aggressive they are. They were able to get a pick the last time, and they're like a wild animal. When they smell blood, they go in for the kill.
Take it easy, Coach. You're getting excited.
Hey, that's right, sweetheart. I'm always excited.
Pittsburgh goes with the ace set here. He looks to throw on first down. Across the middle. To the middle. It's his tight end. A nice completion to the tight end.
A good play here, and the thing that I notice is that he provides a nice big target out there for the quarterback.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on their own 25. Looks to pass. He steps up. Comes across the middle. Oh, boy, almost intercepted. The defender could only get a hand on it.
A hand on it? If this kid wants to be a big-time player, he better start getting 2 hands on it.
Yeah, Lee, the ball should have been picked off.
From their own 25-yard line. So it's 2nd and 10. The defense lines up with 6 DB. He's looking to pass. And it's for the senior. Nice little pattern there.
Yeah, he had great position there, and that ball was thrown in the right spot.
They line up at the 30. It's 3rd down. Pittsburgh lines up with 3 receivers. Drops back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. He passes it. They can't connect. Incomplete. So 4th down coming up.
And give credit to the defense there. They played very disciplined and were able to break up the pass.
Fourth and 5.
The Panthers line up the front. Brown, the return man, punts the ball away. Brown fields it at the 35. Looks to me as though the offensive line is ready to run the ball some more.
And that defensive line better be ready, because if they aren't, they'll be giving up another touchdown drive.
1st and 10. Ball on their own 42-yard
line. 1st and 10.
Pittsburgh brings in their nickel package, gives it right side. And he's taken down at the 49. They'll get 9 yards on the play.
9-yard gain on the play.
It's 2nd down. They line up in a double tight set. Parker still has it. Complete. What a tackle. That was going to be a touchdown. And a nice pass to the tight end.
Yeah, this is what I like. Move the ball down the field. Use that nice and steady intermediate passing game.
They line up at the 38. 1st down. From the gun. Looks to pass. He'll dump it short. Roberts just couldn't bring it in. Roberts was the intended receiver on the play. That'll make it 2nd down. From the 38-yard line. So it's 2nd and 10. Parker has trips to the right. Back to pass. He throws. And he's got him on the run. The 10. He's all the way. Touchdown. After that touchdown, I don't think there's any secret who the go-to guy is in this offense.
No question, Brad.
So the kicking team will line up for the point after. And he adds the extra point. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off. He sends this one deep. Marshall from his own end zone. Little shake and bake move. So the offense takes over, and they'll try to figure out this defense. They forced them to punt the last time they had the ball. Here are the offensive production stats, brought to you today by Coca-Cola. Nicholson lines up in the shotgun. Trying to loft one long. He's got a man wide open. At the 30, to the 20, to the 10. He's going to take it to the barn. Touchdown. Terrific pass, and the wideout hauls it in for the touchdown.
The wide receiver's route was the key on that play.
You're right, Kirk. His route running really has improved, and the quarterback has been throwing his weight a lot more.
So the kicker's going to stay on the sidelines. These guys will try for a two-point conversion. Pittsburgh will line up in a jumbo set here. Nicholson with the play fake. Throws it out there. And they get the two. Like they're ready for the kickoff. Here's the kick. Hunt fields it at the 9. Passing wasn't much of a problem the last time this offense had the ball, as they were able to get it in for 6. First down, 10 yards to go.
22-yard
on the 22.
First and 10.
From the gun. On play action. Robinson throws it out there. He's tackled at the 45-yard line.
Defense is coming with heat on that play.
Yeah, but the offensive line did a good job of picking up their assignments. That gave the quarterback enough time to throw a nice pass to pick up the first down.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 45.
First and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line.
Pittsburgh comes out defensively with 6 defensive backs. First down, look at the throw. Looks, across the middle, got it to his receiver. Jefferson with the tackle at the 42-yard line.
I thought I was paying attention here, but I looked up and pow! The guy's got 100 yards receiving already. When did that happen?
Coach, I'm wondering the same thing. He's having a great game out there today.
First and 10. Ball on the 42. Dortch alone in the backfield. They'll throw on first down. He passes it. Got him on the run. So the only man between him and the end zone makes the tackle. Miller is slow to get up, and he might be hurt. First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 26-yard line. The 5. Touchdown! What a weapon this running back is.
I'll tell you what, this guy makes the defense look silly out there. They're falling all over themselves trying to get him on that one.
So the kicker's on the field to attempt the extra point. He makes the PAT. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff.
Kicking off.
He kicks off. Marshall fields it in the end zone.
What to look for on this drive is to see how often the defense changes up its coverages. They didn't defend the pass very well that last drive, so it's going to be interesting to see if they play them differently here.
They'll start this drive at the 20-yard line. They line up in an I. Nicholson tries to throw. Steps up. Looks. Nicholson delivers. Smith tackles him at the 32. What did you see there, guys?
The defense was in zone coverage. The offense did a good job of protecting the quarterback, and he threw a nice ball to get the first down.
And the receiver ran a nice route to get open between the zone coverage.
Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers brought to you by Coca-Cola. They're in the eye. Nicholson, active pass. Over the middle. Batted ball. And that was a good defensive play.
Yeah, guys, this is because he's in great position to make the play.
They line up at the 32. Second down. Pittsburgh in a four-wide set. Pittsburgh lines up in a shotgun set. Tate brings him down at the 34-yard line. Here's 3rd and 8. Ball on the 34. Pittsburgh sets up in the eye. Steps up. He's drilled as he throws. Smith was the intended receiver on that pass. That'll make it 4th down, and they're going to have to punt.
Fourth and 8.
The Panthers line up the punt. Awaits the snap. He gets it off. Brown fields it at the 34. At the 40. To the 20. To the 10. He returns it all the way to score. Fellas, that just adds insult to injury.
Let's see what happens when this kid gets some space to run. It's lights out.
And speaking of lights out, this just adds to the amazing performance that we've seen from this team today. They've looked good from the opening snap, and I don't know many teams that could beat them when they're on their game like today.
And he hits the PAT. They line up to kick this one away.
The Chiefs will be kicking off.
And this is just a booming kick. Marshall feeds it in the end zone. There's a miss tackle. The offense comes back on the field, hoping to build off their last drive.
They had something going, but were unable to get any points.
Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers, brought to you by Coca-Cola. The Panthers line up with 3 wide. Nicholson looking to throw on first down. Nicholson gets sacked for the loss. Second down. Pittsburgh lines up with 3 receivers. Steps up in the pocket. Somehow gets the ball away. And it falls incomplete. Shelton was the intended target. That'll bring up third down. Here's a third and long situation. Ball on the 13-yard line. Nicholson steps back to pass. Oh, what a hit. So he's sacked by the senior at linebacker.
Sometimes the quarterback just needs to throw it up and have faith in his receivers. He just held on to it too long.
Yeah, but if he just throws it up there, that old free safety's waiting to catch it.
Fourth and long.
Pittsburgh ready to put this one away. Brown is deep to receive, and something tells me he's looking for a second return. Punts the ball away. Brown takes it to the 45. Not a lot of trouble scoring the last time they had the ball. Let's see if that passing game does the trick again. First and 10.
The Chiefs
ball on the 36-yard line.
At the 36-yard line. First and 10.
They come out with a big set. On the run. They'll bring it down at the 33-yard line.
On the
Dortch
march.
gets 3 yards on the play.
On the play.
Second and 7 coming up here.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
They're in the eye. Looking to throw. Robinson throws. He gets hit out of bounds at the 26. So they'll pick up a first down there on a 7-yard completion.
And it keeps the wheels turning on this drive.
First down. Ace backfield. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. And down he goes at the 20. And he's already over the 100-yard mark for that run.
He's made it look so easy. He's going through, around, and on top of this defense with no problem.
He really has. At this rate, he could easily be looking at 200, maybe even 300 yards rushing today.
And we take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. Their last red zone trip resulted in a touchdown. I don't expect this one to be any different. Robinson, back to pass. The ball is tipped.
Oh, that's just frustrating for a quarterback. You found the man, threw the football, and then it gets knocked down at the line of scrimmage. No!
Is that the noise that it made when he batted it down, Coach?
Come on, Kirk. You've been working with me a long time, and you know that I've got different whistles for everything that happens on the field. That, my friend, was the pass knockdown at the line whistle.
What's the interception whistle?
Same one.
He drops back. He looks. He lets it go. Catches it. Meat with a takedown at the 4-yard line. The tight end with a nice catch there. It's first down. He looks to throw on first down. A little juke, and now he's going to improvise. They're at the 6. It's second down and 4 to go. They put everyone up on the line. Robinson drops to throw, and it's complete for the touchdown. And they just keep on scoring.
It's just ridiculous how this offense is making everything look so easy out there.
You know what's scary is we're not even at halftime.
They're setting up for the PAT. He makes the PAT. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off.
Will be kicking off.
He hits a booming kick. Thompson fields it in the end zone. The defense did a nice job of shutting down this offense the last time they had the ball.
The offense was not clicking at all. Let's see if they're back on the same page.
Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers brought to you by Coke. The Panthers line up with a single set backfield. Under heavy pressure. It's up. And he's hit hard at the 10-yard line. Well, they avoided a turnover right there.
Man, oh man, that was a close one. Good thing that kid was paying attention and fell on the football.
They line up at the 10. It's second and long. They'll bring in their dime package. Drops back to pass. It's tipped. Poor decision to throw it into such tight coverage. It's third down and a long way to go. Ball on the 10-yard line. The Panthers come out in the ace formation. Surveys the field. Keeping track, guys, and that was his 5th sack of this contest.
Whoa, this guy really knows how to rush the quarterback.
Fourth and long.
Pittsburgh lining up the punt. Brown is back to return. He's the same guy that already ran one all the way back. He gets it away. Brown takes it to 43. Dives for extra yardage.
Great passing was the key to the offensive line when they had the ball. They were able to pick apart the defense and get down the field for a touchdown.
So if I'm the coach, I'm telling my defensive linemen to get more pressure on that quarterback, please.
Good field position here. They'll start this drive inside their opponent's territory. They come out with 3 wide receivers. Robinson on first down. Robinson lets it fly. As his fullback. Jefferson tackles him at the 13.
Defense was coming with heat on that play.
Yeah, but the offensive line did a good job of picking up their assignments. That gave the quarterback enough time to throw a nice pass and pick up the first down.
The pressure turns up when in the red zone, and that's when you turn to Old Spice red zone, when performance matters most. The last time they were in the red zone, they got a touchdown out of it. And it pays off. Touchdown. Well, it was already a blowout, and now it's just got even uglier.
Offense, defense, special teams, they can't be stopped. They're just embarrassing these guys.
Coach, this is one of those games where everything goes right for one team and everything seems to go wrong for the other. And right now, everything is going right for this team.
And they're lining up for the PAT. And he tacks on the extra point. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. looks like they're ready for the kick.
The Chiefs will be kicking off.
Decent kick. Marshall fields it at the 3. This defense did a good job on the last series. They forced the offense to go 3 plays and out.
And now they're looking to build off of that and shut them down again right here.
Here's a look at the offensive production statistics, brought to you by Coke. The Panthers are lining up with 3 receivers. Nicholson set to go to the air. That's a great tackle at the 21. Nicholson with 4 wide receivers. Nicholson drops back to pass. Looks, and they get the sack. From their own 15-yard line. 3rd down. The Panthers come out showing 3 wide. Sack for a loss at the 9-yard line. The cornerback came out of nowhere.
Where's the hot read? You gotta have a hot read when the corner is coming on a blitz.
Coach, I don't even think the quarterback knew he was blitzing.
Here comes the punter looking to boot this one away. Brown is back to return. He's the same guy that already ran one all the way back. Didn't get all of that one. Brown takes it to 36. Well, the offense heading back out of the field after that kick, hoping to turn this drive into another touchdown. This is a great place to start the drive on the opponent's side of the 50. They hand it off. And he's tackled in the open field. They get about 10 yards on that play. They'll line up at the 25. 2nd down. Gives it off. Brings him down at the 18. Picked up a 1st down on that carry.
Yeah, a good job up front by the offensive line. They picked up some nice blocks to allow that back to get in there for some extra yardage.
Have a look at our Old Spice Red Zone numbers. Red Zone, when performance matters most. Smith takes him down for a loss.
This is what you call a run blitz. The key is quickly penetrate and disrupt the running back, not allowing him to follow his blockers. Here the defense does a good job and comes up with a nice stop.
They line up at the 22. It's 2nd down. Robinson is back in the gun. Robinson steps back to pass. Throws it to the outside. Batted ball.
That's just good defense right there, Coach.
It was, Kurt, but you know what? It's all reaction. Anytime you're out there on defense and the pass is within arm's length away, you knock it down.
That'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd and 14.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
Going with the shotgun here. Robinson. He spins. Hughes brings him down for a loss. Loss of about 2. It's 4th down, so the kicker will try to put this through from about 41 yards away. This is to add to an already impressive lead. The kick is up. And it is good.
Pretty good kick right there, and it wasn't an easy one.
They did everything right. Snap, good hold, and then a good kick.
And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. Here's the kick. Thompson fields it to 3. Well, the offense didn't get anything going on their last drive. Let's see if they can do a little bit better here. Here's a look at the offensive production statistics. Brought to you by Coke. Pittsburgh comes out in the shotgun. He looks to throw on first down. Waits till the last moment. Incomplete. Thompson was the intended target on the play. That'll make it second down. Second down and 10 to go. One man backfield. Nicholson back to throw. No one open, so he's going to run. It's third down and 8 to go.
Ball on the 21-yard line.
This sellout crowd is really making a difference now as these guys can't even call the play. Nicholson back to pass. He's going right. He's hit and taken down.
Now that's what you have to do on 3rd and long.
Yep, he went right at him and hit him in the mouth. That's a great conversion to get the first down.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 36-yard line. Nicholson hands it off. He jukes. And he's taken down at the 48. And that one goes for a big, big first down.
You know, every time you run the ball successfully like that, that defense starts to creep up a little bit. That's when you go to the air, my friend. Over the top.
First and 10. Ball right around midfield. Pittsburgh sets up in the eye. Nicholson drops to throw. Looks across the middle. That's incomplete.
Not much you can do there, Coach.
Nope, not much at all. It's not easy hanging on to the football when there's another guy coming at you. Those are going to be drops more times than not.
Second down.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
The Panthers line up in an I formation. Surveys the field. Got it to the senior. They just took what the defense on that play.
Yeah, you're right. That was a good job of getting that pass completed for positive yardage.
The offense faces another third down as they line it up.
5-yard line.
Third and short, and they'll throw for it. Quick throw. And it's incomplete. The receiver didn't have a chance on that one. The punt team is on the field looking to kick this one away. Williams is the deep man awaiting the return. Let's see, do one of the linemen move first?
Offsides. Only defense. First down.
It's first and 10. Ball on the
40-yard line.
He gets the pass away. That's a backward pass. A fumble here is the last thing they needed.
Well, you know what they say, when it rains, it pours.
And at this point, they're in a torrential downpour. Absolutely nothing has worked for them today.
So they'll start this drive at midfield.
They'll start the drive at the 48-yard line. First and
Robinson
10.
lines up in the shotgun. Handoff on the draw. He's tackled at the 49-yard line.
With the
Dortch gains about a yard
on the play.
Second down and 9 to go. Ball on the 49-yard line. Robinson with 3 wide receivers. Robinson back to pass. Across the middle.
Incomplete
Kurt,
pass.
what was that?
He just dropped it, Coach. Plain and simple.
That was an abominable drop.
Abominable?
Yeah, I'm not sure what it means, but it just sounds bad.
Third down. This defense is in the dime. Throws it. And he's all the way down to the 26. And a big catch by the tight end.
Yeah, that was big. And I'll tell you what, that tight end can really move.
Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers brought to you by Coke. The offense lines up with 3 wide receivers. He looks to throw on first down. Throws. Caught. Broke away from 1. Brought down at the 12. A few yards that time on the pass.
This is just a little pass to the halfback. Nothing spectacular, but it's plays like these that keep the defense off balance and drives alive.
And we take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. Dortch is the deep back as they line up in the I. Robinson still has it to the end zone. He got it. Touchdown. Hold everything, folks. There's a marker down. Let's get the call.
Holding on the offense. 10 yards on the spot of the foul.
Well, the defense survived the scare that time.
Well, if it wasn't for the penalty, the offense wouldn't have been able to get in the end zone anyways.
I know, Coach, but it's always hard to watch points come off
First
the
and
ball.
long.
It's first and a mile. They're in the red zone. Robinson with the give. Hugh tackles him behind the line for a loss on the play. So they'll lose some yards on that counter play, guys.
Yeah, there was no misdirection on the defense, that's for sure. These guys stayed in their lanes and made a very nice play.
Second and
We've got a
long.
second and long.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
Robinson comes to the line, 3 wide. Throws this one out to the right. That was a crucial defensive play in the end zone. From the 23-yard line.
Ball on the
Third down and what they
23-yard line.
didn't want to get in. The offense lines up with 3 wide receivers. Robinson drops back. Looking. Wants to throw outside. Complete. What a catch.
I'll tell you, this receiver showed really good hands on that play.
This kid is always calling for the ball, and if he keeps making plays like that, he'll continue to get the ball.
Fourth down. This one from about 23 yards out. This is to add to an already impressive lead. It's up, and the field goal is good. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Bennett ready to kick.
The Chiefs will be kicking off.
And this one's away. Fields it at the 1. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers, brought to you by Coca-Cola. Nicholson lines up in the shotgun, moves up in the pocket, and it's caught. And he's taken down at the 47. Good job to avoid the rush and get the pass off.
Well, when you're trying to get to the quarterback with the blitz, you better have some talented corners because they could end up on an island out there all alone.
It's first down.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Pittsburgh comes out with an I formation. He unloads it. A 4-yard loss. It's second down now, 14 to go. Ball on the 43-yard line. The defense comes out in the dime package. Nicholson with the play fake. Nicholson unloads. Into traffic and it's picked off. Kirk, any thoughts on why they've had such an off day?
Oh, it's been all about making mental mistakes out there, and that interception was another perfect example.
They'll start at the 45-yard line. With the game well in hand, they're going to get the other quarterback some playing time. Wood tackles him for a loss on the play. The offense calls a timeout, and they've got 2 remaining. Second down, 13 yards to go. Ball on the 48. Parker with 3 wide receivers. Parker drops back to pass. Rifles it over the middle. His receiver has it. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. Talk about a throw.
Does this kid have an arm or what? I'm telling you, this thing is like a laser beam coming out of his hand.
Boy, you're right. What a cannon this young man's got.
First down. The Panthers bring in their dime package. Parker with a nice play fake. Throws to the middle. And they couldn't hook up on that one. He might have been looking to run and didn't secure the ball.
Well, sometimes you see young players do this. This is something you have to work very hard to be able to overcome.
Second down and 10 to go.
Ball on the
29-yard line. They line up in the shotgun. Look at the throw. Steps up in the pocket. He snags it. And he's tackled at the 26-yard line. The offense calls a timeout, and they'll have 1 timeout left. It's third down and 7 to go. Ball on the 26. Parker lines up in the shotgun. He drops back, looks, throwing right. Got it to his receiver.
That was a laser, Kirk. This guy has a huge arm.
It's like he's throwing darts, but it's coming at about 86 miles an hour.
Have a look at our Old Spice Red Zone numbers. Red Zone, when performance matters most. They line up in an I. Jones will run it again. And down he goes at the 6. Jones gets about 4 yards on the play. That'll bring up second down. Parker comes to the line with 3 wide. Parker goes for the play fake. Parker lets it fly.
That play may have saved a touchdown.
The coach has got to love this kid. His instincts are superb, and he's always around the football.
Third and
from
goal.
the 6-yard line.
Ball on the 6-yard
Third down.
line.
They'll work from the shotgun. Back to pass. He steps up. He looks. Here they come. And they got him. So one of the veterans on this defense gets in there for the sack.
They've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
Yeah, he can't afford to take too many more hits like that.
So it's fourth down. And the kicking team's on to try a 26-yard field goal. This will just add insult to injury. The offense calls a timeout, and that was their third and final timeout. So they decide to bring the kicker out to try to get 3 points before the half ends. This is to add to an already impressive lead. The kick is up, and he got it. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff.
Will be kicking off.
He kicks it. Marshall fields it in the end zone. Pittsburgh got the ball to start the game, so they'll be kicking off to start the second half. And this one's a short kick. Gibbons takes the 14. At the 40. Across midfield. Down the sideline. Not bad return.
No, not bad at all. That's great field position.
And any coach will tell you, good field position throughout the course of the game is very important.
The Chiefs
First and 10.
will start the drive at the 28-yard line. First and 10.
They line up in a double tight set. Gets the ball. No, they faked it. Lets it fly. This one is incomplete. Almost a nice catch by the tight end.
And let me tell you something. We saw them run this play in practice, and I guarantee you, he didn't have a guy in his face like he did right here.
Second down.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
They're in the eye. Looks to pass. Steps up. He's looking. He throws right. It's complete. There's a very impressive open field tackle. Well, Coach, a short pickup on that pass play.
It was, but you know what? As long as they've got those guys getting open underneath, it'll take a lot of pressure off those offensive linemen who are trying to hold their blocks.
It's third down and 5 to go.
23-yard line.
3 wideouts here. Parker drops back, steps up in the pocket, surveys the field. He passes it, brought down at the 19. Nice stop by the defense.
Well, they let him catch it, but they were not going to let him get that first down.
The pressure turns up when in the red zone, and that's when you turn to Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. This is to add to an already impressive lead. He gets it up, and the field goal is good. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary.
The Chiefs
And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. Here's the kick. Thompson fields it at the 2. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. Here's a look at the offensive production statistics, brought to you by Coca-Cola. Nicholson off the fake. Comes across the middle. Got to the receiver. And a nice pickup there.
I'll tell you what, the defense gambled a bit here and came with the blitz, and the quarterback showed tremendous poise by making a good read and delivered a nice ball to the open man.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on their own 40. The Panthers go with the I formation. Smith lines up in the deep back. I formation. Flags are all over the place, and they'll blow it dead.
Offside. On the defense.
The defense lends them a hand with that penalty.
Gosh, giving up penalty yards is so frustrating, isn't it?
From their own 45-yard line. 1st down. They try to get a head start there.
Dead ball. Let's start on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Still first
Well,
down.
that will move them back 5 yards.
Yep, it's not going to make life any easier on this offense.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 40-yard line. Nicholson. Pass. He throws. Got it. To the 20. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
I hate to downplay this quarterback, but that defense has got to defend the pass better.
The quarterback's throwing very well today, but you're right. 3rd touchdown pass given up today. They've got to step up and make more plays.
They'll line up for the extra point here. He splits the uprights with the extra point. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. He kicks it off. Gibbons fields it at the 9. The offense ready to go again. And their last drive ended with 3 points. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 28-yard line.
1st and 10.
2 tight end set. Parker, little toss to the right. Tackle at the 29. Jones looks to have been shaken up a bit on that play.
Well, it doesn't look like it's too serious, guys, but you never know. Sometimes those small injuries turn into season-ending ones.
From their own 29-yard line. 2nd down. One man backfield. Parker sets up the play action. Throws it out there. That's incomplete. And he took his eyes off the ball and dropped it.
You got to squeeze that ball, then think about where you're going to go.
Third down. Ball on the 29-yard line.
Gray is the deep back as they line up in the eye. And he's got him fly. This one will be interference, but who's it going to be called on?
On the defense. The penalty is declined. First down.
First and 10. Ball on their own 44. Parker is back in the gun. Parker back to throw. He lets it go. And it's caught. So they execute and move a little closer to the sticks.
Yeah, completing those short passes is the key because it lulls the defense to sleep a little bit. Then you can launch one big one downfield for a big gain.
Second and 4. They line up at the 50. One-man backfield. There's the play fake. Rolls right. He lets it go. Another catch. With the takedown at the 26.
That's the first down right there.
Yeah, if I was a defense, I think I would man up on these guys next time.
This quarterback is very good at recognizing zone coverage and then finding the open receiver.
First down, 10 to go.
Ball on the 26.
Ball on the 26. Two tight end set. Parker drops back. Looks. He'll dump it short. Catches it. And they make the stop at the 22. And Kirk, that was a nice grab there.
You know, it may be simple, but whenever you can gain solid yardage, you're doing something right.
Second down and 6 to go.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
Ace backfield. Parker off the fake. He's looking down the middle. Got it to his receiver. And they're in. Touchdown. Nice play call on that one to get the ball in the receiver's hand.
Yeah, the quarterback said, if you want the ball, go get it. And did he ever? He got it. Took it to 6.
They line up for the extra point. And he adds the extra point. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Bennett is lined up to kick this one off.
Will be kicking off.
He sends this one. This one's going to be down in the end zone for a touchback. Now we see the offense come onto the field.
And you know who's trembling right now? That defensive secondary.
Secondary should be trembling after all the yards that they gave up that last time.
They'll go to work at the 20-yard line. Smith lines up as a single back. Nicholson drops back on first down. He looks. They bring him down. From their own 15-yard line. Second down, 15 to go. Pittsburgh sets up in the eye. Nicholson drops the throw. No one open, so he's going to run. Here's an opening. They line up at the 24. Third down. These are the kind of situations where you look to the playmaker and receiver. He snags it. Great concentration. They get the completion, but it's going to be about a foot short of the sticks.
Boy, he'll make sure he gets there the next time.
Fourth and 2.
Pittsburgh ready to put this one away. Franklin back deep to return. Didn't get all of that one. Calls for the fair catch. Guys, they're really had good success passing it.
If they ask me, I'd air it out some more.
Lee, I agree. Make them show you that they can stop it before you change things up.
The Chiefs
From their own
take over at the
42-yard line.
42-yard line.
First down.
First and 10.
Parker comes to the line with 3 wide. He's taken off. Burgess brings him down at the 48-yard line. You got a lot of jersey on that play. Not too much argument about this call.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
He didn't even try to hide it there. That was a blatant holding call.
They'll call that every time.
First and long. Ball on the 32-yard line.
32-yard line.
Parker with 3 wide receivers. Back to pass. He steps up, lets it go, and it falls incomplete.
You almost had him there, Coach.
Yeah, well, guess what? It doesn't count if you almost threw a good pass. Almost doesn't count.
Sounds like a head coach talking.
Yeah.
It's second and long. Ball on the 32.
32-yard line.
Parker is back in the gun. Parker steps back to pass. He's looking. He's going long. And this one falls incomplete. He just couldn't connect with a wide receiver there. From their own 32-yard line. Third down and long coming up here. One man backfield.
Big dog, big dog.
Parker drops to throw. Across the middle. Nice interception. Too bad they weren't playing like this to start the day.
Their defense took a little too long to get into this football game.
But don't give up on them, you guys. Not yet. They're still playing football out there.
They'll start the drive at the 45-yard line. First and 10.
The defense comes out in the dime package. Osborne tackles him at the 49-yard line. Smith gets about 4 yards on the play. It's second down and 6 to go. Ball right around midfield. The Panthers line up in an I formation. Nicholson back to throw. Surveys the field. Throws. It's complete. 3-yard loss there. From their own 46-yard line. Now it's 3rd and 9 coming up. From the gun, Nicholson steps back to pass. Throws it to the outside. Finds his receiver. Franklin with a takedown at the 43.
That's how you convert 3rd down, sweetheart.
That was a good-looking play, wasn't it, Coach?
Oh, yeah, this offensive coordinator must have seen something in the defense he really liked.
First and
From
10.
the 43-yard line. First down. Nicholson comes to the line with 3 wide. Setting up play action. Tosses short. He's got the fullback. Parker with the tackle at the 37-yard line. Hall probably just has a stinger here. We'll keep you updated on his status.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened down there on the field. I hope this kid can get back in the game, though.
It's 2nd and 4. Ball on the 37. Nicholson drops back with the throw. Complete. With a takedown at the 32. So the pass was complete for a gain of 5 on the play, and that's good enough for a first down.
And that's just great execution on that short pass play.
First down, 10 to go.
Ball on the
32-yard line. The defense is in the nickel. Looking. He throws left. Finds a man again. He's hit, got away, and he's brought down. And that reception put him over 100 yards on the day.
Well, this guy is such a big part of this offense. If he doesn't get his numbers, they usually don't have much success moving the football.
And that's why he's so valuable to this football team, Kirk. He's a big-time college football player.
First down and goal to go. They're inside the 20. Defense looking for his first incompletion this drive. Oh, he had the pick and he dropped it.
Dangerous throw there.
Give credit to the defense. They did a good job out there. This quarterback thought his man would be open, and boy, he was wrong.
Let's see if they can put it in from 6 yards out. Nicholson lines up in the shotgun. Tackle made at the 2-yard line. And only 6 feet away from 6 points. Pittsburgh will line up in a jumbo set here. Nicholson tosses it left. And he's hammered down. He didn't get much on that play at all.
Brad, the defense had that play read and sealed it off from the get-go.
So it's 4th down. They'll line this up to be about a 21-yarder. Trying to make it hard to hear, and the defense urging the crowd to get to their feet. The kick is up, and it sails through the uprights. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. Pittsburgh lines up for the kickoff.
Pittsburgh is lined up for the kickoff.
He sends it off. Gibbons has it at the 5, at the 30, at the 40. That return should help the offense out a little.
Yo, this kid is a sensational kick returner. He did a perfect job of reading his blocks on that kick return.
Almost perfect.
That's what I said. Almost perfect.
Here's a look at the offensive production statistics, brought to you by Coca-Cola. They line up in an I. Parker with a nice play fake. This one's going to get intercepted. Gibbons tackles him at the 43-yard line. And that interception might be what they needed to get back in this ball game.
Nice try, Brad. Keep their hopes up, but I don't think they have a chance of winning this. They're too far down to catch.
We'll see if they can capitalize on the good field position. Pittsburgh lines up with 3 Marshall calls it in for the touchdown. Hey, Coach, was that a fine pass play or what?
Or what is right. This young man is a complete package of quarterback. He knows where his receivers will be, and he gets a quick release to them in a big, big hurry.
Here's the kicking team to try the extra point. He splits the uprights with the extra point. Pittsburgh is lining up to kick this one off.
Pittsburgh
and
is lined
Gibbons
up to
back
kick
ready
it
to return. He kicks it off. Wolf takes from the 10. The ball came free. Gibbons with a recovery. They should be thankful to get it back.
Exactly, and the coach can breathe easy now that his own player recovered the fumble.
The Chiefs
They'll start
take
this
over
drive
at the
at the
23-yard line. 1st and 10.
Parker steps back to pass. He's looking for his man, and they couldn't hook up on that one. He let his halfback too far on that throw.
This kid needs to relax and get the ball down where his receivers can catch it.
So it's 2nd and 10.
Ball
on their own
23-yard line.
Pittsburgh lines up in a dime defense here. Parker still has it. Throws it to the outside. It's intercepted. So they come up with another interception.
What is it, Kirk? 4 interceptions?
It's only been 3, but it sure feels like a lot more. This defense has really exposed the weakness of this offense today.
The offense will take over.
Will start the
40-yard
drive
line.
at the 40-yard line. 1st and 10.
The defense lines up with 5 defensive backs. Smith gets the ball. He's taken down at the 37. Smith gets 3 yards on the play. Second down and 7 to go.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
The Panthers go with the I formation. Nicholson set to go to the air. He passes it. That's incomplete. He got the ball away, but it wasn't anywhere near a completion.
Nah, he just wanted to avoid the sack.
They line up to 37.
Ball on
They're
the
down at 7.
37-yard line.
Smith lines up in the deep back I formation, and it falls incomplete.
That's what a good pass rush can do for you.
Yep, they got in the quarterback's face and made it tough on him to throw a good pass.
Fourth down, and the offense is still on the field.
37-yard line.
Nicholson with 3 wide receivers, drops back to pass. He passes it to the receiver. Roshner with the tackle at the 26.
The defense was coming with heat on that play.
Yep, but the offensive line did a good job of picking up their assignments, and that gave the quarterback enough time to throw
1st
a nice
and 10.
pass to pick
Ball
up
on the
the
26-yard line.
They line up at the 26. First down. Smith is the single setback. They'll throw on 1st down. Someone hand on it.
Boy, that was a good defensive effort there.
The ball was there, but the defender beat the receiver to it. Nice play.
That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 26-yard line.
Ball on the 26-yard
2nd down.
line.
The Panthers line up with a single setback to you. Nicholson drops back. Looks. Moves up in the pocket. They bring the quarterback down. They line up at the 31. Third down, 15. Nicholson with 4 wide receivers. Surveys the field. Tate makes the sack. Well, guys, it was the linebacker that got to the quarterback.
Yep, the quarterback should have read that blitz and got rid of the ball.
Fourth and long.
The punter comes on the field, getting ready to send one off. Defense lines up in a 3-4. Hangs it up high. Signals for a fair catch. And they'll down it at the 3. And now a slight break in the action as the offense comes out onto the field for their next possession.
They'll take over will start 20-20. First and 10.
Jones lines up as a single back. Drops back on first down. He unloads it, and it's incomplete. The quarterback saw the blitz and just got rid of the ball. They line up at the 20. Second down, 10 yards to go. Jones is the deep back as they line up in the I. Parker fakes a handoff, throwing right. Wolf can't bring it in. Wolf was the intended receiver on the play. That'll make it third down. It's third down. The defense lines up in a dime. Parker drops to throw. He throws. And this one falls incomplete. Not on target at all this drive, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Fourth and 10.
They come out in a punt formation. Marshall is back deep to return. Bennett punts it away, and this is just a beauty. Great kick. Marshall fields it 37. Just couldn't break free on that one.
Now, Brad, he didn't have a lot of open field to run, but he did a nice job of making something out of nothing.
They'll start at the 43-yard line.
At the 43-yard line. First and 10.
Pittsburgh sets up in the I. He jukes. And down he goes at the 45. And he busts a big one on this defense.
When this halfback is running the ball, I'd put a few more guys in the box there defensively to try to stop him.
Here's a look at the offensive production statistics, brought to you by Coke. Pittsburgh comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. Nicholson with a nice play fake, throwing right. Incomplete pass.
It's going to go down as a drop, my friend.
A very frustrating drop. I like the play call. I like the pass even more, but it really doesn't matter if the receiver can't bring it in.
Second and 10, ball on the 45.
45-yard line.
The Panthers with 4 receivers. Nicholson back to throw. He lets it go. Caught. He's tackled at the 28. And with that catch, he goes over 100 yards.
Well, this wide receiver is definitely having a solid game. He's getting his yards, but more importantly, he's moving the chains for first down.
First down. to pitch it. With the spin, they'll knock him down for a loss. They went with the toss, but the defense was all over it.
Man, were they flying the football or what? That's how defense is supposed to be played.
It's second down and 12 to go.
Ball on the 30-yard line.
He drops back. Throws it out there, and it's caught. He spins around. Osborne brings him down at the 13. Nice catch by the receiver.
And that reception put him over the century mark for the day. And you want to know something, Kirk?
What's that?
This receiver is the real deal. He's a great playmaker.
We'll see what they can do in the red zone.
Ball on the 13-yard line.
They're in the red zone, where last time they came away with only a field goal. Oh, man, did he take a hit. Picked up big yards there, and he's going to have a first down.
Yeah, nice job there. This guy does a good job of reading his blocks and accelerating through the hole.
It's first and goal. They're threatening inside the 20. Let's see if they can get it in for the touchdown. Back to pass. He lets it go. It's complete. A 4-yard loss. Six yards stand between them and 6 points. Pittsburgh sets up with 4 receivers. Smith on the handoff. And he gets the touchdown. The halfback punches it in for the score.
Boy, that was a nice play. Let me tell you what. He had good blocking up front, a halfback who runs hard. What else can you ask for when you're inside the 10-yard line?
They'll line it up for the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Looks like they're ready for the kick. He sends it off. Gibbons fields it at the 7. Can't wrap him up. Not a whole lot of success their last time out.
Not at all. This offense has to do a better job of staying on the field and giving their defense a chance to catch their breath.
Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers, brought to you by Coke. Jones alone in the backfield. Wood gets in the backfield for a loss. Great play by the big guy.
Man, this kid can explode off the ball, which is pretty impressive for a guy his size.
Yep, Coach. He showed that he has a very quick first step there as he got into the backfield to break up that.
20-yard.
Second and 15. The defense sets up in the nickel. At the 33-yard line.
Pretty nice run there by the halfback.
Yeah, he wasn't fazed at all by the blitz. He just found a hole and picked up some good yardage.
From their own 33-yard line.
33-yard
coming up on this play. Jones is the deep back as they line up in the I. Parker will throw for it. He's rolling right. Lets it go. He's pushed out of bounds at the 28. And that's 3 and out.
And if you're the defensive coordinator, you deserve a pat on the back.
Fourth and 6.
They line up to punt this one away. Marshall is back awaiting the punt. He gets it away. Marshall takes it to the 36. He couldn't make anything happen on that punt return.
Yeah, well, there wasn't much he could do in a situation like that. There were just too many tacklers around him.
First and 10. Panthers take over at the 39-yard line. First and 10.
Pittsburgh lines up in a shotgun set. He steps up. He looks. He throws it. And it's caught. Brought down at the 47-yard line. Boy, did he zip that ball in there.
Yeah, you're right. There's not a whole lot of quarterbacks out there that can make this throw. He delivers this one right where it has to be. Great arm strength.
They line up at the 47. Second down. The defense sets up with 5 defensive linemen. Back to pass. Throws. And they couldn't hook up on that one. Smith was the intended target on the play. So that'll make it third down. Third down and 2. Ball on the 47-yard line. Pittsburgh comes out with an I formation. Third and short, and they hand it off. And he's tackled down to the 47. The fullback back to the original line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Fourth and 2.
They line up to punt this one away.
47-yard line.
Franklin is the deep man awaiting the return. He punts this one high in the air. Franklin takes it at the 23. Not a very good series for this offense on their last drive. They were forced into a 3 and out.
Boy, oh boy, they had nothing going last time.
Yeah, maybe, Scooter, you need to get out there and show them what you're made of.
Somebody get me a helmet quickly.
They'll take over at the 24-yard line. First and 10.
They line up in an I. Parker goes with a play fake, throws it, and the big fellow with some room. Franklin with the tackle at the 31-yard line. That was a good completion there.
Yeah, I really like the good, clean routes they ran on that play.
Second and 3 coming up. Ball on the 31-yard line.
31-yard line.
3 wideouts here. Arnold with a takedown at the 33. Jones gains about 2 yards on the run. That'll make it third down. They line up at the 33.
On the 33-yard
We've got third down and 1. Jones lines up in the deep back. I formation. Parker lets it go. It falls incomplete. That brings up the punting situation.
I'll tell you what, this defense did a heck of a job that time to hold them to 3 and out.
Fourth and 1. The punter comes on the field, getting ready to send one off. Bennett is waiting for the snap. They get this one off, and it's a beauty. Marshall fields it at the 19. So the offense takes over, and the last time they had the ball, they had a tough time getting anything going. We've got a first and 10.
Start the
Ball on the
drive
23.
at the 23-yard line. First and 10.
Here's the halfback. And down he goes at 24. Smith picks up a yard on the play. Second down.
Ball on the 24-yard line.
Pittsburgh comes out in the shotgun. Looks. He chucks it down. He's all the way down to the 22-yard line. And And this has been one very special performance indeed. Guys, that is 500 yards.
500 yards. It takes some quarterbacks 3 or 4 games to get that many yards.
It's first and 10. Ball on the 22-yard line. The defense sets up in the dime. Nicholson on first down. Looking. He passes it. It's complete. Tackle at the 15-yard line. He ran a good-looking route and picked up positive yardage.
That he did, and he made a good catch. That short passing game is where you see all those hours in the summer that you put in pay off.
Have a look at our Old Spice red zone numbers. Red zone, when performance matters most. The Panthers go with the I formation. Nicholson sets up the play action, and it's caught. And he has room to rumble. Tackle made at the 7. Nice pass play.
This is something you like to run. A little pass to the fullback. Here he has a little wiggle room and gets a nice pickup.
They're in the red zone. Three-man front defensively. Smith on the toss. A little juke. Well, they're not going to win it, but they're still playing hard out there. What a run. That's his second rushing touchdown of the game.
This kid is a coach's dream. He runs hard. Always finds his way into the end zone.
Now they'll try to tack on the extra point. And he adds the extra point. And now we're going to take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Pittsburgh is ready to kick it away. He kicks it. Givens takes it at the 4. This one might be coming back, folks. Let's check out the penalty.
Clipping on the receiving team.
That one's going to go way back.
You just can't block a player from behind like that, or it's going to cost you.
First and 10. Ball on the 10-yard line. High formation here. Jones gets the ball. And now the ball is loose. And he tackles him hard at the 9-yard line. The defense recovered the ball. Kirk, do they still have a shot?
You know, I think you could pretty much call this one over.
The quarterback couldn't have asked for much better field position than where they're at now. Pittsburgh comes to the line with 3 wide. Brings him down at the 7-yard line. The pressure turns up when in the red zone, and that's when you turn to Old Spice red zone, when performance matters most. Their last trip down here was a success. Let's see if this one will result in another touchdown. Rochner with the tackle at the 1. Nice little catch there, huh, Coach?
Yeah, that was a good call. I like that call. I like short passes. They're safe and can lead to some really good yardage.
We've got 3rd and goal. It's power football time, folks. Nicholson still has it. Pressure coming. They'll make the sack. It looked like they caught the quarterback by surprise.
Well, that's a great call by the defensive coordinator. They send him off the corner, and he just uses his speed to get the sack.
Fourth and goal. Here they go from the 8-yard line. 5 DBs on the field. Nicholson drops back to pass. Looks to the end zone. Touchdown. A great throw, and that's his second touchdown catch of the game.
The quarterback knew exactly where to put the pass, and the receiver went out there and made the grab. Good communication there.
They'll line up for the point after. He splits the uprights with the extra point. That score leads us to our Pontiac drive summary. Looks like they're ready for the kick. He sends it off. Gibbons has it at the 5.
Well, moving the football hasn't been a problem all game.
Yeah, but this one's in the books, Coach. I expect him to run the ball, kill the clock, and put this one in the books.
Look at the offensive production numbers, brought to you by Coca-Cola. 2 tight ends here. He looks to throw on first down. Over the middle. Someone got a hand on it.
Excellent job of getting a hand in there to break up the pass.
It was, Coach. That one had reception written all over it, but the defender stepped up and made the play.
They line up at the 24. Second down, 10 yards to go. Parker with 3 wide receivers. Parker back to throw. He unloads it, catches it, and he's tackled in the open field. Well, they pick up a few with a pass play, Coach.
Yeah, it was. I like plays like these. As long as you're moving forward and not backward, you're doing pretty good.
We've got a 3rd and 6. The Panthers line up with 6 defensive backs. He passes it. Great concentration. And that brings up 4th down.
Great stop by the defense. They played with tremendous character on those downs.
Fourth and 6.
It's 4th down, and the punt team lines up. Marshall, the return man. He gets it away. Marshall fields it to the 34. Thanks to some nice passing on the last drive, the offense was able to take it down the field for 6.
And great play calling to help make that an easy drive. The question is, can they do it again?
They'll start this drive at the 44-yard line. The Panthers set up in the gun. The Panthers line up with 4 wideouts. They'll throw on first down. Lets it fly. And he's hit immediately. Marshall looks to have been shaken up a bit on that play.
Some coaches want to say mind over matter, but if you're hurt, you're hurt. Simple as that. Nothing you can do about it.
First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 44. Smith is the deep back as they line up in the I. Nicholson back to throw. Throws it out there, and that one's incomplete. Smith was the intended target, so that'll make it 2nd down. Second down, 10 yards to go.
44-yard line.
Pittsburgh lines up in a shotgun set. Nicholson drops back. He looks. He throws it. And it's caught. And he's tackled at the 33-yard line. I don't really know what this one's for. Let's find out.
Holding on the offense. 10-yard penalty. Still second down.
Beep, beep.
Scooter, what are you doing?
Kirk, my friend, that's the sound of the offense going in reverse.
Second and long.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Ace backfield. Nicholson drops back. He's looking for his man. Got his man on the run. Tate brings him down at the 41. Guys, I'm pretty much speechless. I don't know what to say. That is 600 yards.
Yo, I think that defense down there is just as speechless as you are, my friend.
I think you're right, Coach. He has absolutely demoralized this entire defensive unit today.
Here's a look at the offensive production statistics, brought to you by Coke. Nicholson drops to throw. Looks. The ball is tipped. And it falls incomplete.
He just beat the ball to the receiver's hands on that play. Nice deflection.
Yep, and now it's fourth down.
Fourth and 7.
It's fourth down. The punt team lines up. Rushner will be the return man. Back punted, and he didn't kick that ball well at all. Calls for the fair catch.
You guys remember what this offense did the last time they had the ball?
They had the ball before?
Exactly. It was 3 and out so fast they had to ask for slow-mo replay to recap it.
First down, 10 to go.
11-yard
Ball on their own 11. Parker with the toss. Whoa, he just took a licking. And stopped for a 6-yard loss on the play. This is a dangerous situation, backed up against their goal line.
5-yard line.
This is a situation where you don't want to make a mistake. Parker with the give. Oh, man, did he take a hit.
And he took a shot on that play, Brad. It looks like his head might be still ringing a little bit.
From their own 6-yard line. Third and about 15 yards to the sticks. Parker comes to the line with 3 wide. He's looking to pass. Looks. He's drilled as he throws. And he pulls it down. He's all the way down to the 34. And there's a penalty on the play. Let's see who it's on.
Holding on the offense. After distance to respond to foul. Still third down.
Third down, and what they didn't want to get in. And they cannot afford to turn the ball over here. Parker hands it off. They kept it on the ground, but it wasn't enough.
You know, that's why I like to throw the ball in this situation. You wait till your receivers pass the line, then you throw it to him.
Fourth and 12.
They line up to punt this one away.
9-yard line.
Marshall is back to receive. Bennett punts it, and this is a wonderful kick. Marshall fields at 46. The offense comes back down the field, hoping to build off their last drive.
It's all about execution, my friends. We saw them move the football, but they were unable to move it when it mattered most.
And Lee, I think you have to give credit to this defense. They tightened over when they had to, and they were doing the same here.
First and 10.
Single set backfield. after him. He might not risk a throw now. About 6. We got a second and long. Ball on the 46. The Panthers set up in the gun. Nicholson back to throw. Lets it go. Touchdown, Pitt. And he comes up with his second touchdown catch of the game right there.
Kirk, this kid is tough to stop.
Yeah, you're right, Coach. You try to keep tabs on him, but eventually he's going to find a way to get open.
I think you need to double team him.
They line up for the point after. And he tacks on the extra point. And now we'll take a look at the Pontiac drive summary. Looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He kicks it off. Gibbons has it at the 5. And now we'll see the offense coming out of the field for their next possession. Let's take a look at the offensive production numbers brought to you by Coke. Jones lines up in the deep back, I formation. Gives it up the gut. And he's hit hard at the 22-yard line. There was just no daylight on that play, and the defensive lineman was the reason.
Well, that's one way to get involved in the game. Great stop in the backfield.
They line up at the 22. It's second down and 12. Parker hands it off. Roberts tackles him at the 23-yard line. Jones gets about a yard on the play. It's third and 11. Ball on the 23-yard line. They line up in the shotgun. Steps up in the pocket. Wants to throw outside. Brought down at the 31.
Good pass and a good completion, but they'll still be short of the first down.
It's always tough to get a first down in those third and long situations.
Fourth and 3.
The punter comes on the field, getting ready to send one off. Marshall is back deep to return. He really got a hold of that one. Marshall takes it at the 21. Loses the football. Roshner recovers a loose ball. And a big change in momentum right here, Kirk.
And you know what? When the other offense takes the field, I say they go for the home run on the very first play.
I like your thinking, Kirk. They always say a defense is most vulnerable after a turnover.
That's right, Coach. If I were calling the shots, that's what I would do.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 28. On play action. Over the middle. Someone got a hand on it. Nice job getting a hand on that one.
Yeah, really good heads-up play there to get a hand on the football by the defense.
So that'll make it second down. They line up at the 28.
Ball on the
Second down, 10 yards
line.
to go. Single set backfield. Parker back to pass. Parker unloads. Caught. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. From the 28-yard line. Third and 10.
28-yard line.
The Panthers bring in the nickel package. Parker set to go to the air. He's looking. Flips it. Complete. He's hit and taken down. He hits his man, but they'll be well short of the first.
That young man has to run the pattern to get beyond those sticks the next time.
It's 4th down, so the kicker will try to put this through from about 41 yards away. It's up, and it's through the upright. And here's the Pontiac drive summary. The kicker looks like he's ready to kick this one off.
Will be kicking off.
He got all of that one. Thompson from his own end zone. Let's see if this defense has trouble defending the pass again here.
If they do, my friend, look out. They're going to give up another touchdown in a hurry.
Here's a look at the offensive production statistics, brought to you by Coke. The Panthers line up with 3 wide. Nicholson drops back on first down. Catches. Tackle made at the 37. And Herbie, that was a good-looking throw.
Yeah, and what impresses me is the composure of this young quarterback. He made a great read, saw the open receiver, and delivered an almost perfect strike. Good-looking play.
First down, 10 to go.
On the 37-yard line.
Nicholson, back to pass. Rolling out to the right side. He throws it, and he's got him again. Roshner brings him down at the 41-yard line. What do you have for us, Kirk?
Well, with that last catch, that receiver just went over 200 yards on the day.
Let me tell you one thing. This kid can flat out play football. 200 yards is a pretty big deal.
First and 10.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
Pittsburgh in a 4-wide set. He's tackled at the 29. First and 10. Ball on the 29-yard line. Pittsburgh comes to the line, only one man in the backfield. He spins, and down he goes at the 26-yard line. Smith gains around 3 yards on the run. They line it up at the 26. Second down. 6 DBs in the lineup. Nicholson drops back to pass. He throws. This one is incomplete.
The receiver did all he could do to make that play. The pass took too far out of bounds.
Third down and 7 to go. Ball on the 26-yard line. He drops back. Steps up. He looks. Throws it. He snags it. So close, but they fall short of the first down.
You got to throw the ball a little deeper next time. Don't take any chances of coming up short.
Take a quick look at the stats from within the red zone, brought to you by Old Spice Red Zone, when performance matters most. Nicholson back to throw. Across the middle. It's complete. Franklin with the tackle at the 10. A nice looking play that time.
Well, the defense was blitzing here, and again, great recognition by the quarterback to find the hot receiver.
They're inside the 20.
Ball on the 10-yard line.
Nicholson lines up in the shotgun. Nicholson steps back to pass. Great play in the end zone by the cornerback.
Man, oh man, this guy is some kind of athlete. He's a real playmaker out there on D.
From the 10-yard line. Second down. Ace backfield. Play action. Looking. Fires. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Great route, great catch, great score. That's not the first time this kid's found the end zone. And my friend, I don't think it'll be his last either.
3 touchdowns. Wow, that is impressive.
And they line up for the point after. And he hits the PAT. So we take a moment to check out the Pontiac drive summary. Rodgers will try to hit it just right so they can get a high bounce. Here's the onside. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports.
They'll take over at the 39-yard line. First and 10.
They come out with 3 wide receivers. Jones takes a handoff. Walker tackles him at the 42. A couple, maybe 3 yards on that run. From their own 42-yard line.
On the 42-yard
Second down.
line.
They line up in a double tight set. Gives it off. And he's taken down at the 48. The Panthers are going to take a timeout, and they've got 2 remaining. Third down, a yard to go. Ball on the 48. They're lining up in the 5-2. Roberts tackles him behind the line for a loss on the play. Pittsburgh will take a timeout. That's their second of the half. The punt team is on the field looking to kick this one away. Marshall back deep to return. He gets it away. Marshall takes the 15. What do you expect from this offense at this point, fellas?
I think this one is just too far out of reach.
They need to score here, then recover an onside kick and score again. Although this game isn't over yet, I just don't think they can accomplish that feat with this much time left in the game.
Take over.
They'll go to work at the 20-yard line. Nielsen is back in the gun. First down, the throw. He lets it go, and it's caught. And he's tackled at the 30. And they make the stop at the 33. Wow, the receiver had a big play on his mind, and he forgot about securing the football.
I always told my receivers to look the ball in, tuck it away, and then get upfield. It looks like he skipped step 2. I didn't see the part where you're supposed to tuck it away.
I'm sure he'll hear all about that in practice from his coaches and teammates. This group of receivers is a competitive bunch, and they don't let each other get away with mistakes like that. Lucky for him, the offense recovered at that
Second
time.
and 10. Ball
They
on
line
the
up at the 33. Second down. The defense is playing the pass on this one. Back to pass. Flips it. He bags it. Mass with a fumble. And he tackles him hard at the 41-yard line. What do you think about that last turnover, Kirk?
With the heads up out there, that corner just made one heck of a play recovering that fumble.
Looks like someone went a little too far with the celebration.
Let's go to the right contact. 15-yard penalty. First down.
We have our Coca-Cola Players of the Game, and it's really no surprise. Congratulations. They line up in a double tight set. Roberts brings him down at the 48. Jones gets about 4 yards on the play. Second down.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Hands off. Pittsburgh will call a timeout. It's third and 8. Ball on the 46-yard line. Jones is the deep back, and they line up in the eye. Can't wrap him up, and he tackles him hard at the 44-yard line. They couldn't even get that drive started.
Take the keys out of the ignition, sweetheart, because this defense didn't let them even get out of the driveway.
Bennett punts it, and he really got a leg into this one. Marshall calls for the fair catch. And it goes into the end zone, down for a touchback. Time once again for this offense to come back out and start another drive. First down, 10 yards to go. Ball on the 20-yard line. They line up in the shotgun. He steps up, lets it fly. He's on the run, and he gets peppered.
You know, it's really easy to overlook those guys on the line.
Yeah, the defense came after them, and those linemen held them long enough for the quarterback to throw for a first down.
Nichols with 3 wide receivers. First down, look at the throw. And he's hammered as he lets it go. And down he goes at the 41. The quarterback just lasered that one down the field, Coach.
Yeah, the defender had no shot at breaking that pass up.
And this ball game's over. Kirk, what do you think of this one?
You know, I think it was a well-played game for the most part. Pittsburgh had a few missed opportunities in this game. I think if they could have capitalized on a few of them, it would have been a lot closer, and they might even have won this game.
This is Brad Nessler with Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit saying thanks and so long.